first you have to build a mind, then you have to blow it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And that's why the psychedelic craze is so strong, because when people are trapped in their mind and they don't know how to change it, and they hear of other people having these union experiences or feeling free for the first time, it's because they found a substance that will blow their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And what does that mean? It means it knocks your ego out of the control seat. The problem is then the river of the unconscious opens. So you might have 1 or 2 trips to heaven, but you might have 40 to hell before you ever get back to heaven.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the key thing is that I'm pointing out is that all these challenges that we all go through and that we are going through at every level is actually coming to the realization that the mental, emotional gymnasium is where we have the forces that allow us to reach the point where we can say, I don't have to keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to believe that. I don't have to stay in this job. I don't have to even believe the thoughts I keep telling myself that I'm not good enough, or I'm not sexy enough, or I'm not strong enough, or whatever it is. I can actually step back, but until you get clear on what it is that you want more than what you've got, you don't really know what to recreate.
Correct.
And only when a person reaches the point in their life when they realize that they're acting out almost like a mechanical process, the programming that's been imposed upon them, only when they realize that and see how much pain it is, do they say, it's up to me to reprogram this thing.
Yes.
But I have to first decide what is fulfilling to me. I have to first decide for myself what is happy making for me. What gives me, not mom, not dad, not the world, a sense of meaning. What are the values that if I live by seem to actually open my life up and make me feel more connected to self, other, and world? The difference is now you're in the position of being an adult so that I can further engage the relationship of the rest of myself and ultimately come to the realization that everything that I thought was other is actually some aspect of me, which is doing exactly what it needs to do so that I can have a relationship, because ultimately there's nothing here but God.
Right.
Therefore, if we don't go through this process, we not only don't help God wake up to itself, but we don't have the capacity or the agency to be novel creators. And God loves to create. Obviously, look at the universe.
Yeah.
If we don't start taking responsibility for our creative agency, then we just get in the habit of being a photocopy machine.
Yeah.
And doing what everybody else is doing. And that's when the world gets flat. That's, what Ken Wilber calls flatland.
Yeah.
That's why people have to come home from work and drink a bunch of alcohol and watch mindless television, because they have to create a world in which they can actually have more freedom and release from their perceived responsibilities and the weight of the mind that they carry. And so anything that helps you stay unconscious gives you this sense of freedom. But the reality of it is you don't realize that the longer you stay unconscious, the more you stay in the Mexican finger trap that you've been programmed with,
right,
and that you've fallen into and called normal.
Right.